Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Suci Citra Sari Mardiana with register number A1M2 18117. In this occasion, I will present the journal. Okay, the first one is chapter 1, introduction. This journal is entitled Enhancing Students' Grammar by Writing Journal. The researcher is Ms. Nita Henita Kusuma, and the year of this journal is 2017. And the source is from ProQuest. The first one is background of the study. Since English is a foreign language in Indonesia, it makes many Indonesians find it hard to write English. The big difference of grammar in English and Indonesian makes many students consider writing in English is difficult. This condition can discourage them to write in English. To overcome the problem, a good method that can motivate students to write without any pressure is needed, and by enhancing students' grammar by writing journals was carried out to find the influence of writing English journal to the improvement students' grammar. The second one is research question is there any significant change in the English journals written from the early semester to the end of the semester to their grammar? The third one is objective of the study is to identify the improvement of students' grammar in their present past form of the verbs by writing journal in one semester. The fourth is significance of the study is to contribute to the lecturers to motivate their students to write in English outside class, in which one of them is journal writing. This research could also give a contribution to the development of English syllabus, especially writing. The last one is scope of the study. The scope of the study, the researcher limits the grammar in the use of present past form of the verb. The next one is chapter 2, literature review, which is divided into two parts. The first one is grammar. Grammar is the rules in a language for changing the form of words and joining them into sentence according to Hornby 2014. And the second one is the present past form of the verbs. The present form of the verb is the base form of the verb, and for the third person, s and suffix s. And the use of verbs between English and Indonesian is different. The use of English verbs is differently in different time or tenses, but in Indonesian verbs, it's different. There are no special rules when the verbs are used. The form of the verbs is not influenced by the change of time. The third one is chapter 3, methodology. The first one is research design. The study use descriptive method. The second one is population and sample. Population is students of English department 2012, and sample is students of D3 program of English department 2012 that chosen randomly. The third one is instrument of the study is English journal, which was written in one semester by one student of D3 program of English department 2012. The fourth is technique of data collection. Researcher studies on journal writing, and the students one semester journal is analyzed. The next step is coding the journals based on the time that the students was written, and then the journal is read and the data are collected, analyzed, and described related to the use of present past form of the verbs. And the last one is data analysis. Data analysis are analyzed with the following systematic. The first one is data reduction. The second is data display, and the last is conclusion and identification. To get the frequency of misuse the present past form of the verbs, the number of the frequency misuse the present past form of the verbs, and percentage is used. Every number of error has the value of 1. The formula is like this. Also, the percentage where P is the percentage and F is the frequency, N is the number of population, and 100% is fixed number. Okay. Also, the percentage of correct and incorrect use of present past form of the verb in students' journal is calculated applying the simple formula above. The interpretation of the formula in the study is like this. Okay, we move to chapter 4, which is finding and discussion. To make the analysis of students' journal easier, the errors of the use of present past form of the first are codes. The codes are like this. And we move to the result. The first week, based on this data, we can conclude that the percentage of the correct and incorrect use of verb form is almost the same. The difference is only 14%. We move to the second week. Based on this data, we can conclude that the percentage of correct and incorrect use of verb form is getting a bigger distance. The difference is now 37%. And the last week is like this. We can conclude based on this data that the percentage of the correct and incorrect use of verb form is getting a bigger distance. The difference is now 5,600. It means that the students made less incorrect use of present past form of the verbs compared to the first and second weeks of the semester. And the next chapter is conclusion. We can conclude that the students have problem in deciding whether to use the present or the past form of the verb in their writing. In one sentence, they often use different form of the verbs that refer to the same tenses. Sometimes when they write about something in the past, but the fact that should be written in the present form, they tend to use the past form of the verbs. The students have problem in choosing the correct form when they are aware that they are writing about past events but don't realize the effects should stay in the present form. This research also has the implication to the teaching of grammar, especially the tenses. Although the students have learned it since they were in junior high school, they still have problems by assigning the students to write whatever they want in a diary every day. There is a possibility for them to improve their awareness in choosing the right form of the verbs. Okay, I think that's all I can say about and present about. Thank you very much for your attention. Wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.